all of you. I am on time. 6:01, 6:02. सब रेडी है? Right. So I think everyone is ready. Good evening all of you. Very good evening. कैसे हैं सब लोग? एक बार बता दो. How is everyone? How is everyone? Right. So all good? Always on time? Yes, ready. Okay. So fine. So let's not waste the time. So just let's have a proper revision of previous things. In the yesterday class, we started with the storage classes. We have seen auto storage class and next register storage class. So we were discussing the static storage class. So just for the brief idea, okay, what is the meaning of static? Static means what? Okay, the points are very clearly given. The variable persisting previous state value, even though the destruction of several functional calls is called as what? Static variable. So we have seen 2-3 examples. Okay, examples we have seen, and we are solving the questions. In the yesterday class, we have seen the question of this one. We have solved this question, and the answer we got it as what? 7. In the yesterday class, we have seen this. We solved, the answer was I think 7. Okay, whatever we solved. And next, we will continue with the remaining questions. Move on to the next question. Okay, this is the question we have. Okay, note down the question and try to solve. Same thing, what is the return value of f of 5? So f of 5 means what? Okay, f of 5 is called from the main. Okay, you can just imagine. Okay, so it means you are calling this function. Okay, you are having main. In the main, you are calling which value? F of 5. So f of 5. So this is the meaning of this. What is the return value of f of 5? So please copy this. Copy the question and try to solve. And this is also with the recursion. Look at here, f के अंदर f को कॉल कर रहा है. f के अंदर f को कॉल कर रहा है, तो it is a recursion. Recursion means you need to solve with the help of what? Stack. You need to solve with the help of stack. So the next question on the screen for you. Copy the question and try to solve. या हरिओम मीना, तबीयत ठीक है बेटा? या थोड़ा बेटर है, तबीयत इज हेल्थ इज गुड. बिल्कुल से ही होगा वो. copy this question and solve this. Yeah, good evening, Preeta Majumdar. You came just now. Yeah, Abhay Upadhyay, wrong answer. Shivam Manish Bhai Sarang, wrong answer. Prakriti Barali, wrong answer. Rajnish, wrong answer. Pankaj Valecha, wrong answer. Rajesh Moria, wrong answer. And who's this? Madhav, wrong answer. Ankit, wrong answer. Shubhi Goyal, wrong answer. Keshav Gaur, wrong answer. Yogita Chand, wrong answer. हरिओम वरुण गुप्ता, रॉन्ग आंसर. जिनका गलत आंसर बोल रहा हूँ दोबारा वेरीफाई करो. I am revealing the names, those who are doing mistake, so that they can verify their answer. That is the idea. Those who are doing mistake, just verify once again. Yeah, Praveen wrong answer, Gaurav Kumar wrong answer. Okay, now because it is a recursion and we need to solve that with the help of a stack. So I think time up, guys. Yeah, Sandeep Paul, your right answer. Surjit wrong answer. Mahendra Mahajan wrong answer. And Samartha Bhamre wrong answer. Rahul, your doubt will be clarified. Just wait. Is it possible to declare static without initialization? Yes. Yesterday class, what you studied? If the static variable is not initialized, default contains 0. I told that in the yesterday class. Bhanu Pratap, wrong answer. Okay. So time up, guys. I gave sufficient time. Okay. So more than 3-4 minutes se zyada ho gaya. Now understand here. Now when you are executing this program, so the first at the compile time you are going to check is there any static variable or a global variable. So tell me, do you have any static variable here? Yes. For the static variable, memory allocated in the data segment. So I am writing here. Okay, let us say you are having a data segment. In the data segment, okay, variable R memory is allocated. So if it is not initialized, default contains 0. Okay, fine. And next, just give the numbering. Just for our understanding purpose, we'll give the numbering. So this is number 1, this is number 2, and all combined together, let's say I give number 3, and this is number 4. Okay, so just for our understanding purpose, so we are giving the numbers. Now remember, whenever you call this function f, you need to, okay, execute all these 4 statements. Whenever you call this function, you need to execute all these four statements. Now it's asking return value of f of 5. What is the n value you are passing here? 5. N value you are passing is what? 5. Understand here. Okay. Now n value you are passing as a 5. So the first time you are creating activation record, n value you are passing as a 5. How many statements you have to execute? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now tell me, what is the first statement? Static. Okay, static देखते क्या हो जाएगा? Skip करेगा. Yesterday class I told static means what? It will assume static variable है, so it means memory is already allocated the compile time. So the CPU will feel it is not my job. Memory already allocated compile time, so I am not going to do anything. So static देखते क्या करेगा? Skip करेगा. Now tell me, if n less than or equal to 0, return 1. Now tell me, n less than or equal to 0, true or false? False, because n value is a 5, so this is not going to be done. Next, third statement, if n greater than 3. Now tell me, n greater than 3 है, so true or false? True. You go inside r equal to n, so n value will be assigned to r. What is n value? 5. 5 will be assigned to r. Okay, right. So 5 will be assigned to r. Next you are saying return. This is third statement, recursively calling f of n minus 2 plus 2. Now this is recursively calling f of n minus 2 plus 2. F of n minus 2 means n value in this activation record is how much? Listen carefully. n value in this activation record is what? 5. F of n minus 2 means it is recursively calling n value 5, 5 minus 2 means 3. So it is calling, okay, f of 3. So you are passing n value as a 3 here. Okay, what you are calling here? F of n minus 2. N value in this activation record is 5. 5 minus 2 is what? 3. So you are recursively calling f of 3. Okay, you are passing n value as a 3, recursively calling the same function. And again, you need to execute how many statements? Same 4 statements. Now, what the first statement? Static. Static देखते ही क्या करेगा बताओ? Skip करेगा. Now, second statement, n less than or equal to 0, return 1. N less than or equal to 0, true or false? False. Because n value is what? 3. So, this is not done. And next, okay, you are saying third statement, if n greater than 3. Now, tell me n greater than 3, true or false? False. Because n value is 3. So, this is not done. And directly you execute what? Fourth statement, return f of n minus 1 plus r. F of n minus 1. Listen here, f of n minus 1. N value is 3. So 3 minus 1 means what? F of 2 plus r. I am writing r here. So you are recursively calling the function f, okay, by passing n minus 1. N value is 3. So 3 minus 1 is what? 2. And again you will have what? 1, 2, 3, 4 statements. 1, 2, 3, 4 statements. Now tell me what is the first statement? Static. Static देखते ही क्या करेगा? Skip करेगा. Now second statement, if n less than or equal to 0, return 1. N less than or equal to 0, true or false? False. This is not done. Now third statement, n greater than 3, true or false? False. Not done. And directly you say fourth statement, f of n minus 1 plus r. F of, this is calling, if n minus 1 plus r. N minus 1 means n value is what? 2 here. So you are passing n minus 1 means 1. Okay, 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 means 1. So you are passing n value as a 1, recursively calling the same function. Again, same statements. 1, 2, 3, 4 statements. Now, first statement static. देखते हैं क्या करेगा? Skip करेगा. N less than or equal to 0. True or false? False. Not done. And this is also not done. N greater than 3, you do this. Not done. Now, the fourth statement. Recursively calling f of n minus 1 plus r. Recursively calling f of n minus 1. N value is okay 1 in this case. 1 minus 1 means what? 0. You are passing n value as a 0 and recursively it is calling 1, 2, 3, 4 statements. Now tell me what is the first statement? Static. Static देखते हैं क्या करेगा? Skip करेगा. And next, now second statement, if n less than or equal to 0, return 1. N less than or equal to 0, true or false? True. Now just understand how it is terminating. Okay, how it is terminating. Let me use different color. If n less than or equal to 0, return 1. Okay, listen carefully. Return 1 means the second statement is returning 1. When the second statement is returning 1, so these two statements are not executed. Okay, so these third and fourth statements are not executed. So they are not executed. So these are not executed. Okay, now this 1 will be returned. So 1 will come here. So once, okay, this 1 will be returned to previous activation record. So here you are also having return. Okay, fourth statement is also having return, and this will return, okay, 1 plus r. What is the r value? Latest value of the r in the data segment. Remember, I am not writing 5 here. Why I am not writing 5? Because while going, okay, it is 5. Maybe when you are coming back, the r value might change. R value might change. So that is the reason I am not writing 5 here. I have written what? R, because you need to take the latest value of the r in the data segment. Okay, what is the latest value of r in the data segment? 5. So 1 plus 5, 6, and that 6 will be returned to here. Now this will become 6 plus 5, that is 11, and 11 will come here. Okay, 11 will come here. So 11 will come here, that is 11 plus again r. Now tell me what is the latest value of the r here? 5 only. 11 plus 5, 16, and the 16 will come here. So that is 16 plus 2 here. 16 plus 2, what is that here? 18. And listen here, so third statement, the third statement is having return. So when the third statement is having return, this fourth statement is not executed. So this 18 will be returned to what? Main function. Look at here. So the first always main function will be only pushed into stack. First only main function will be pushed into stack. I am not writing, I am not pushing the main function because everybody will understand. Okay, so that is the reason I did not push the main function. The actual execution I already told in the first class. First always main function will be pushed into stack. Okay, so everyone is understanding, so I am not pushing the main function. So remember, what is this return value? 18. That 18 will be returned to what? Actual calling function. What is that? Main. Main को push हो जाएगा. Is that clear? अगर आप उसको रिसीव करना है, प्रिंट करना है, तो that is a different case. The return value is what? 18. So this is a gate question only. Everything is a gate question. Right answer is 18. Is this clear for everyone? So it's a numerical type question. You need to type the answer as 18. Yeah. Somebody getting 13, somebody getting 37, somebody getting 5. I don't know. How many, this many answers you are getting? Yeah, it's a blunder mistake. 16 plus 2, how you are doing? 17, Shubhi Goel. It's okay, it's okay. Don't worry, no need to worry. Just try to rectify your mistake. No need to bother. If anybody copying, just copy. Shall I move forward to the next question? Yeah, Shubham Sahu, yes. But they will not give you that kind of confusion statements. You don't need to worry. No question will come like that. अभी तक पूछा नहीं गया. Anybody copying? Copy करने वाले मैसेज करो. Copying बोल के टाइप करो. Because मेरे को कैसे मालूम होगा कितने लोग कॉपी कर रहे हैं? If anybody copying, just send a message. Send a message saying I am copying, sir. Wait. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Right, Shubhi Goel, don't worry, beta. Okay, you will understand. You will okay, rectify these mistakes by okay, practicing more questions. Next question on the screen. Next question on the screen. Here is the question. Next, think carefully and solve the question. Oh, many people are saying, sir, copying, sir, wait karo, wait karo. Yeah, that's what I have kept the question right side. You can copy that. Thoda speed up, speed up. I think you can copy that later also. You can take photo in case if you want to copy, you can just take the photo in the mobile and you can copy later on. Note down the next question. Copy the next question, speed up. We are going very slow. Copy the next question and try to solve. Remember, the main is also given. You have to execute the program from the main. And remember, there is no recursion in this. In this question, there is no recursion. Because okay, it is a normal program, okay, non-recursive program. There is no function calling itself. Okay, you don't require stack. Okay, बिना stack आप इसको कर सकते हो. Mahbub Ali, good evening beta. I started the class at 6 o'clock sharp. Why you came late beta? Don't come late. I started the class sharp 6 o'clock. 6:02 6:02 पे start किया. Please don't come late. Try to be on time always. Yes sir, Prita Majumdar, yes sir. The basic recursion introduction I have given already in the first class, I think second class maybe. अरे प्रिंट फंक्शन इज देयर आउट ऑफ द लूप. ऑब्वियसली फॉर लूप के अंदर एक ही स्टेटमेंट है. इनसाइड द फॉर लूप यू आर हैविंग ओनली वन स्टेटमेंट, विश्वरूप. Mahbub Ali, please copy the question fast. Try to solve it. So I am maintaining silence so that others should not get disturbed, because I will keep on shouting, so others will get disturbed. Yeah, Shivam, wrong answer. प्रवीण कुमार रॉन्ग आंसर. स्मितिशिका रॉन्ग आंसर. एंड दिव्या चौहान रॉन्ग आंसर. जिनका गलत है उनका नाम ले रहा हूँ क्योंकि दोबारा चेक कर सकते. दीक्षा रॉन्ग आंसर. मधुसूदन रॉन्ग आंसर. समर्थ भमरे रॉन्ग आंसर. जिनका गलत है उनका नाम ले रहा हूँ. मधुसूदन रॉन्ग आंसर. दोज आर डूइंग मिस्टेक, आई एम रिवीलिंग देयर नेम्स. सेजल प्रियंका कंसल रॉन्ग आंसर. Vishwaroop Paul also wrong answer. KK wrong answer. Aradhya Mishra wrong answer. Yeah, Shubhi Goyal, if I tell the names of those who are doing correct, it will, there are so many students, 350 students in the live, very difficult. I am revealing those who are doing wrong answer because they can check and verify. Ayush Parashar wrong answer. Riyansh wrong answer. Okay, so variable I, variable j and variable count. Okay, so I am just explaining. So time up guys. It will not take this much time. It will not take this much time. Madhusudan wrong answer. Yes, wrong answer beta. 11 is a wrong answer. Right. So what is the output printed? Okay, you need to type only one answer. How you will print okay 7 6 7 outputs, I don't understand. Okay, only one answer you have to type there. right, tell me. So I am executing the program. So that is a okay simple program only. There is no recursion, right? Look at here. So void main integer ij. So initialize with a look at here. So a static integer count. So count where the memory allocated in the data segment. And if it is not initialized, count value will be what? 0. Default it contains 0. Next integer ij I equal to 0. Look at here. So I value 0. In the first iteration you are doing the comparison. Okay, I less than or equal to 4. I value is a 0. Now tell me 0 less than or equal to 4. True है. 0 less than or equal to 4 true है. तो you are passing increment of 0. Okay, I में क्या pass कर रहे हैं? 0 pass कर रहे हैं. So increment of I. What is I value you are passing? 0 because I value is 0 now. Okay, so I am writing I value is a 0. Right? You are passing 0. So you receive in this I you receive as what? 0. You receive I value as 0. Static देखते ही skip करेगा. Count equal to count plus I. Now tell me what is I value received? 0. Count plus I. So count value also 0. I value also 0. So 0 plus 0, that is a 0 only. And 0 is what? Returned. Return count. So count value 0 है. 0 plus 0 करे तो 0. Return count. So that return value will be assigned to j. तो बताओ j में क्या receive होगा? 0. Next उसके बाद you say I plus plus. So I value will increment to 1. And again you check 1 less than or equal to 4. Tell me 1 less than or equal to 4. True or false? True. Okay, in the increment of I you are passing I value as a 1. And okay, again you receive here I value as a 1. And static देखते ही skip करेगा. Count equal to count plus I. Now tell me what is the I value here? 1. I value increment हो गया था 1. Count equal to count plus I. Count plus I. So what will count value becomes 1. Next return count. So count value 1 है. That return value will be assigned to j. So j में क्या होगा अभी? 1 होगा. j में 1 होगा. Next again same thing. I plus plus. I value becomes 2. So I am writing here also I value becomes 2. I value becomes 2. Again you are checking the condition. I less than or equal to 4. I value 2. 2 less than or equal to 4. So the condition is true. If it is true, increment of I value 2 pass करें. Next you receive I value as a 2 here. Next static देखते हैं क्या होगा? Static it will skip. Count equal to count plus I. Tell me count plus I. Count value 1. I value is 2. So 2 plus 1 that becomes 3. And 3 will be returned. Return value will be assigned to what? J. So now the j value becomes what? 3. Next again I plus plus. Now I value becomes 3. I value becomes 3. Again you do the condition. 3 less than or equal to 4. Condition is true. If it is true, increment of 3 you are passing. Okay, you receive I value as a 3 here. Static का देखते ही skip करेगा. Next count equal to count plus I. Tell me count plus I. Count value is a 3. I value also 3. So 3 plus 3. How much is that? 6. Yes or no? Right? That count will be return count. That return value will be assigned to j. So now the j value becomes how much? 6. Next again I plus plus. I value becomes 4. So I am writing here also I value becomes 4. Again you check 4 less than or equal to 4. Now tell me true or false? True. In the increment of I you are passing I value as a 4. You receive the I value as a 4 here. Right? Static देखते ही skip करेगा. Count equal to count plus I. Tell me count plus I. Count value is a 6. I value is a 4. 4 plus 6. Okay, right? 6 plus 4. How much is that? 10. And 10 will be what? Returned. That return value will be assigned to j. So बताओ del j में क्या हो जाएगा अभी? 10 होगा. And again you say what? I plus plus. Now I value becomes 5. I am writing here also. And again in the if condition you check. Okay, 5 less than or equal to 4. Now tell me 5 less than or equal to 4. Condition is false. Okay, condition is false. When the condition is false, you come out of the for loop. When you come out of the for loop, printf %ld j. Now tell me what is the j value you are having? 10. So 10 will be printed on the screen. So right answer is what? 10. 10 is the right answer. 10 is the right answer. So that 10 will be printed on the screen. Is this clear for everyone? Don't do the simple mistakes. Just see how I am प्रतीक्षा त्यागी, look at here, j में अटेंड किया, इंक्रीमेंट जो फंक्शन रिटर्न कर रहा है, वॉट एवर द वैल्यू रिटर्न बाय द इंक्रीमेंट फंक्शन दैट इज असाइंड टू वेरिएबल j. See this statement here, return count, this return value will be assigned to j. प्रतीक्षा त्यागी, इज दिस क्लियर? समझ में आया बेटा? जिनको कॉपी करना है जल्दी कॉपी करो. Yeah, Aradhya Mishra, you are not a CS background, so you may find difficult, but anyway, you have taken the decision to continue in the CS, so try to understand. Pratiksha, is this clear now? Yogita Chanda, printf is not inside the for loop. Okay, there is a no bracket here. There is no bracket means inside the for loop only one statement is there. Inside the for loop only one statement is there. This printf is outside the for loop. This printf is outside the for loop. If you don't have a open bracket, look at here. If you don't have this open bracket and closing bracket, you need to consider only one statement inside the if, inside the for. Inside the for. Only one statement is there inside the for. Sriyesh Naresh, how return count is assigned to j? What is the meaning of this statement here? What is this increment function is doing? Increment function, whatever the value written by the increment function, whatever the value written by increment function, look at here, j equal to increment. J equal to increment. Whatever is written by the increment function is assigned to variable j. Okay, right. So I think that is clear. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, if anybody want to copy, just take the photo because you are consuming so much of time. Okay, take the photo if anybody want to take. But you can solve by yourself, right? You can solve by yourself. Okay, right. Next question on the screen. This is a good question. Think carefully and solve. This is a gate question only. Whatever you are solving, all are gate questions only. What is the sum of all the values printed by above program? This is one of the good question. श्रेयस नरेश गोसावी, is this clear? समझ में आया बेटा? प्रतीक्षा, next question on the screen. Think carefully and solve. Copy the question first. So most of you giving wrong answer only. अभी तक जो भी किया, जो भी बताया था, mostly wrongly, wrong questions, wrong answers. Some students are doing very good, very few are giving right answer. So this printf is not having percentage d. Yeah, it's just a pseudo code, so don't worry, percentage is not there, so doesn't matter. Just assume percentage d is there. Sometimes you don't need to consider all that, just a pseudo code kind of thing. Concentrate on yeah, Pratiksha Tyagi, you have to practice. Just follow the class and keep trying to rectify your mistakes. Because see, most of you are some are in the second year, some are in third year, some are in the fourth year. Your class is like a hybrid class. Okay, some are in the first year also, first year students also there in the in the batch. Some are second year, third year, fourth year, pass out and experienced. Okay, there are some students who have already worked 1 year, 2 years in some companies. They resigned and preparing for GATE. So there are multiple kind of students are there, and moreover, so some students, many students are there from other branches, mechanical, civil, electrical, electronics, MSc physics, MSc maths, MCA, all varieties of students are there in your batch. Right. So now time up guys, it will not take this much time. So right answer I am just revealing. I am just revealing the right answer so that you can just verify. Right answer is 186. So the first output it will print is a 56 and second one is a 130. So if you add both of them, Okay, the answer is what? 186. Okay, now just understand how I am solving the problem. Okay, it is not very tough question. Remember, it is not very tough question. It is just a okay moderate question only, right? It is not a very tough question. Yeah, Shubhi Goel, you are right this time. Very good. Yeah, I revealed the answer, right? So please understand here. So I am explaining here. Okay, I am explaining the question. Just listen carefully. Many students got the mistake. Right answer is 186. The first output it will print 56 and second output it will print 130. Okay, what is the question is saying? What is sum of all the values? ये दोनों को ऐड करके आपको टाइप करना है. You need to type the answer, okay, by adding these two values. That is 186. Okay, so I am explaining. Listen here. So main integer I, okay, x equal to 5 and y equal to 10. So I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 2. I value is what? 1. So 1 less than or equal to 2. Yes, that is true. Okay, I less than or equal to 2. That is fine. Okay, so I value is a 1 here. So 1 less than or equal to 2. That is correct. Okay, right. So if that is correct, you go inside. If you go inside, you are saying y equal to y plus f of x plus g of x. Y plus, what is the y value? Okay, y equal to, you are saying y plus, what is the y value? 10 plus f of x. You find out the value of f of x. Now tell me what is the x value you are passing here? F of x. What is the x value? 5. You are passing 5 here. So you come to f of x function. In the f of x, you receive x value as how much here? 5. Listen carefully. Those who are okay doing mistake, those who did mistake, listen carefully. Listen carefully when I am explaining. It is very difficult to repeat, okay, for the explanation. Okay, because very lengthy question, difficult to repeat the question once again for explanation. Listen carefully. 100% concentration, okay, dedication required. Okay, listen here. So first, I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 2. So 1 less than or equal condition true. If the condition is true, you go inside. Okay, you go inside the okay for loop. Okay, now y equal to y plus f of x plus g of x. What is the y value? 10. 10 plus f of x. You are coming here. What is the x value you are passing? X value is a 5. So you are passing x value as a 5 in the f of x. You receive x value as a 5. Remember, this x is called as a local variable in this function. X value is a 5. And next integer y. So again you are declaring integer y and y equal to g of x. Now this okay, you are calling g of x function. Whatever the value returned by this g of x, that is assigned to variable y. Whatever the value returned by this g of x, assigned to variable y. G of x, what is the x value you are passing? What is the x value in this function? In this function x value is what? 5. आपके सामने है, right? X value 5. Okay, you are passing in the g of x, you are passing x value as a 5 and you receive x value as a 5 here. Okay, from here you come to g of x. Okay, ध्यान से सुनो, यहाँ से f of x पे गया and f of x के अंदर it is calling g of x here. G of x you come here. What is the x value you received? 5. And static देखते हैं क्या करेगा? Skip करेगा because memory allocated already at the compile time. And next y equal to y plus 7. Now y value is a 5. Y plus 7. Okay, 5 plus 7 is how much? 12. Y equal to y plus 7. Y value was a 5. 5 plus 7, 12. Return x plus y. Now tell me what is the x value in this function? What is the x value? 5. What is the y value? 12. Now tell me 5 plus 12. 5 plus 12 how much? 17. This is returning 17 and that 17 will be assigned to what? Y. 17 will be assigned to y. Next, now return x plus y. What is the x value in this function? 5. What is the y value in this function? 17. Okay, 5 plus 17. How much is that? 22. 22 is returned. So 22 will come here. Okay, f of x value is 22 plus. And next you are calling again g of x. Okay, again this calling g of x. What is the g of x? What is the x value you are having? 5 only. In this function x value 5. So you come to g of x. You receive again x value as a 5. And next static देखते हैं क्या करेगा? Skip करेगा. By looking at the static it will skip. And next y equal to y plus 7. Y value is how much here? 12. It is holding the previous state value. That is the behavior of the static variable. It is holding the previous state value. That is the behavior of the static variable. So y value 12. So 12 plus 7. 12 plus 7, how much? 19. You are returning x plus y. What is the x value in this function? 5. 5 value 19. 5 plus okay 19. 24. So that is 24 is okay returned. So that is 24. Now tell me total y value is how much here? Y equal to 10 plus 22 plus okay 24. This total value is how much here? 56. Now remember, this is the first iteration. First iteration mein this is the value. This 56 will be assigned to what? Variable y. Listen here. This 56 will assigned to variable y. So now the y value becomes how much here? 56. Okay. Okay, y value becomes 56. Next time, okay, first it will print, okay, y value 56 है. Now printf y करे तो क्या print होगा? It will print what? 56. First thing coming on the screen is what? It will print 56. Next you will say what? I plus I value becomes 2. Now 2 is not equal to 2, condition is true. Again you go inside. Okay, now you say y equal to y plus f of x plus g of x. Now you have to take, what is the y value you take here? 56. Remember the y value changed. Okay, this entire value assigned to what? 56, right? So y value changed, y value is 56. Now here you need to take the y value 56 and again you are calling f of x plus g of x. Again you are calling f of x. When you call f of x, you will come here. Now tell me, what is the x value in this function? 5 only. You are passing x value as a 5. You receive x value 5. Integer y. Y is a local variable. Okay, y is a local variable here. Next, now y equal to g of x. Again, y में क्या assign कर रहा है? G of x. Whatever the value written by g of x, you are assigning it to y. You are calling the g of x function. You will come here. What is the x value in this function? 5. That 5 will be passed into function g here. Here also you receive x. What is the value you receive? 5 only. And next, static. Static means skip karo. Y equal to y plus 7. Y plus 7. 19 plus 7. How much is that? 26. 19 plus 7, that is 26. Return x plus y. Now tell me, what is the x value here? 5. What is the y value? 26. 5 plus 26, that is 31. 31 will be returned and that will be assigned to variable y. So that is okay, 5 plus 26, 31. 31 will be assigned to what? Y. So that is 31. And here now this is returning what? X plus y. What is the x value? 5. Y value 31. 5 plus 31, 36. Now that is total value returned is what? By this function 36 plus. Now again you are calling what? G of x. When you call this g of x, you will come here. What is the x value in this function? 5. You are passing 5. You are passing 5 here and you receive that okay in the x here, that is also 5. And same thing. Okay, static देखते हैं क्या करेगा? Skip करेगा. Y equal to y plus 7. Now tell me, y plus 7 means 26 plus 7. How much is that? 33. 26 plus 7, that is 33. Return x plus y. What is x value? 5. Y value 33. 33 plus 5, 38. So this is returning 38. Now tell me, 56 plus 36 plus 38. What is the total value of this? 130. Okay, 130. Check it out. 56 plus 36. Okay, 56 plus 36. Is it matching? 130 सही है. Right, I am just checking. 56 okay plus 36 okay plus 38. So that is 130. Okay, right. So this 130 will be printed on the screen. So the second output it is printing on the screen is 130. Okay, you need to type. Okay, add करना है दोनों को. Okay, question में बोला है sum sorry sum of all the values. ये दोनों add करो. 56 plus 130, 186. So you need to type the answer as what? 186. Okay. समझ में आया सबको? Okay, question is simple only. You need to execute properly. If anybody want to copy, you can just copy these values here. and only copy this one. Okay, nothing is there to copy. Okay, so slowly, carefully you have to execute the program. That's it. Is this clear for everyone? Is this clear for everyone? Right. So let's move on to the next question. Okay, just copy the answers. Okay, 186. This first value printed 56, second one 136, 130. So in case if you want to copy, you can just copy only this one. So I'm just moving on to the next question. Okay. Right. So rectify your mistakes. Okay. Everybody is having a small mistakes. Okay. Copy the next question. This is also GATE question asked in the recent GATE, I think GATE 2020 or whatever. So just copy karo. स्टैटिक y की वैल्यूज कब चेंज होगी सर? स्टैटिक वॉट एवर द वैल्यू प्रीवियस वैल्यूज देयर इट इज द कीप ऑन होल्डिंग द प्रीवियस वैल्यू एंड y इक्वल टू y+7 कर रहे हैं ना, y+7 करे तो चेंज होगा. केशव समझ में आया बेटा? Pavan Kumar, that will not be there. Only 2 semicolons will be there in the for loop. What is this question? Look at the syntax of the for loop. Preeta Majumdar, wrong answer. This is the GATE question only. Ashish Prasad, wrong answer. Rahul, wrong answer. Aditi, wrong answer. Prakriti, Ujjwal, Rashmi, Poonam, wrong answer. Kashish, wrong answer. Surjit, wrong answer. Abhay, Aryan, wrong answer. Rashmi, Vinod Patil, Poonam Rani, wrong answer. Amulya, which one you are asking me to explain? This one, I will explain anyway. Ekansh, Nabka, Konyak, wrong answer. Belu, Sudesha, wrong answer. This is asked for 2 marks. Everything I have explained, then only I am giving the question. थोड़ा आपको सोच के करना है. हर्षित मीना, wrong answer. समर्थ बमरे, कार्तिक गुप्ता, wrong answer. Okay. Right, so time up guys. So it will not take this much time. So I gave the sufficient time. So right answer is okay, D. D is the right answer. 5, 2. Okay. So now listen carefully. Now what is the meaning of this? Listen here. Okay, I told already in the I think first class or maybe second class. This will execute only once. This will only execute only once or exactly once, and the return value of this is not having any impact, and this will execute minimum once, and return value of this is having impact. Okay, return value of this is having impact. Yes or no? Right, return value of this is having impact, because if this return value is a non-zero, that is treated as a true. If it is 0, that is treated as a false, and this will execute minimum 0 times. Why? Because if this time, first time only the condition is false, it will not execute anything. So I think everything I explained very clearly in the previous class. Now I am executing the program. First, when you call the R function. Now tell me, when you call the R function, this is a static variable. R value is what? 7. Now tell me, when you say return number minus post decrement, listen carefully. When I am explaining, listen carefully. Listen carefully. Okay, right, those who are doing mistake, listen carefully. Now post decrement. So what is the value it will return? Remember, ये लाइन में return, ये लाइन में इसका value क्या रहेगा? Return क्या करेगा? 7 return करेगा. So it will return 7, but afterwards it will become what? 6. That is a different case. But post decrement है. So ये लाइन में decrement नहीं होगा. In this line it will not decrement. So what it will return? 7 only. I am writing the return value. Return value is what? 7 only. But afterwards, it will return 7, but afterwards it will become what? 6. Next you are executing this. When you call this function here now, what is the return value? Tell me what it will return. Now the number is what? 6. It will return 6 only. Return 6 because post decrement, it will return 6, but afterwards, it will become what? 5. Now tell me, when it is returned it is 6, when it is returning 6 is treated as a true or false? 6 is treated as true or false? True, because non-zero, right? Non-zero means that is a true. All non-zero is a true. True hai, so you go inside. Now you call this function R. When you calling the function R, what it will return? What is the value now? 5. So it will return 5. So whatever the 5 is returned, so it will be printed on the screen. So the first output, it will print 5. So it is returning 5, it will print 5 because the post decrement, afterwards it will become 4. And next you will execute what? This one. next you will execute what, okay, execute, okay, next after this you execute, okay, this one. Next when you call the R here, again it becomes, okay, it returns what, 4. It is returning 4, okay, but afterwards it will become what, 3. Next afterwards, okay, इसका return value से कोई मतलब नहीं है. So then you are checking the condition, this will be executed. And next even when you call this R function, what it will return क्या करेगा? Now what is the value? 3. So it is returning 3, but remember afterwards it will becomes what, 2. So 3 means true or false? True. True है तो you go inside. You go inside, printf percentage R. When you are calling R, what it will return? What is the value now? 2. So 2 it will return. Okay, 2 will be printed with the percentage D on the screen. So 2 will be printed on the screen because the post decrement it will become 1. And next when you calling this R, what it will return? What is R? Okay, number value 1. So remember 1 will be returned. It will return 1. Okay, but afterwards it becomes what? 0. And next you are going to execute this. When you call this R, tell me when you call this R, what is the number value? 0. So it is returning 0. Remember it is written 0. 0 means it is treated as what? False. 0 means it is treated as what? False. When the condition, okay, your for loop is false, you come out of the for loop. Okay, it is returning 0, but afterwards this becomes what? -1. That is a different case. Okay, it is becomes -1. So when this condition is false, you come out of the for loop. So what is the value printed? 5, 2. So this is the answer. Okay, that is the answer. So this is not a tough question or easy question. This is a clever question. This is just a clever question. Yeah, Nidhi Sinha, your chart is visible. Is this clear for everyone? Yes, sir. In case if anybody want to copy, just take the photo immediately. Is it clear for everyone? All of you understood? Rectify your mistake. It is not a tough question or it is not a good, it is just a clever question. It is not easy or it is not tough. It is a clever question. Can you please explain the second part? Which one, beta? Second part, how you got 2? Where is 2 here? Okay. So here, look at here. It does no Mahbubali. Okay. When the second time, when it is returning 3 here, okay, 3. जब 3 return किया था, it is returning 3, right? 3 return किया, इसके बाद क्या हो गया? Because post decrement है, तो that becomes 2. And next time when you call here R function, now it is returning what? What is the 2? 2 will be returned. 2 will be returned. So 2 will print on the screen. But afterwards it will become again 1 because of post decrement. Right? So next time it is returning, here it is returning 1. Okay? Because okay, value 1. So but afterwards it will become 0. So जब 0 हो गया, when it becomes 0, okay, here when you call this R function, it returns 0. So 0 means that is treated as a false. You come out of the for loop. Ayusha, is this clear? Okay, your friend is asking, okay, to explain once again. Why you are confusing? Nothing is there. Explain carefully. Listen here. Okay, how the for loop will execute? For loop, how the for loop will execute? Okay, this will execute one time, right? If this condition is true, you go inside. This is how your for loop will execute. Okay, this will execute only once. If the condition is true, you go inside. Afterwards, you execute what? This one. Okay, after executing this printf, you execute this one. Afterwards, you execute this one. Again, your condition is true. You go inside. Again, you print. Afterwards, it will execute this. Afterwards, again, it will execute this. So this is what is going to happen. Same thing. This is how the for loop has to be executed. Okay, many people are missing how to execute the for loop. Surjit Mandal, how for loop is working? Surjit Mandal, I told how for loop is working in the previous class. Okay, this is how the for loop will work, right? Okay, this will execute first only once. Next you check this. Okay, this, okay, the condition is true, you go inside, you execute this, and then you will execute this, and next afterwards you execute this. Again condition is true, you go inside, again you print. Okay, again you execute this. So this is what is going to happen. So please watch the video once again if you have a doubt. So let's move on to the next one. Is this clear now? Ayusha, Surjit Mandal, is this clear? फराज समझ में आया बेटा अभी? Surjit Mandal is saying, thank you sir, got it now. What is there? For loop also you forgot. Surjit Mandal, what is this beta? Right. So move on to the. ऐसा रहना है, you should be like a north pole and I am like a south pole. Okay, एक बार बोल दिया तो ऐसा पकड़ लेना है. एक बार बोल दिया तो ऐसा पकड़ लेना. समझ में आया? हाँ, राइट. एक बार बोल दिया तो पकड़ लेना. आया समझ में? राइट. Move on to the next question. This is also gate question, recent gate question only, 2020, I think 20 or 21. Copy the question. फराज समझ में आया बेटा? यस सर, गॉट इट. एक बार में पकड़ लेना, बोल दिया तो ध्यान से सुन के. ओके, महबूब अली समझ में आया बेटा? Copy this question, carefully copy the question. Many people are giving wrong answer. This is a gate question only asked in the 2020, I think, recent gate. Right. So it will not take this much time. Right. So right answer is okay. So I am revealing the answer. So right answer is A. This is asked in the 2020 or 19. So maybe so right answer is A. So I am revealing the answer. A is the right answer. So many students have given wrong answer, and 50% giving right answer, 50% giving wrong answer. Okay. Now listen here. So count के अंदर count call कर रहा है, count के अंदर count call कर रहा है, तो that is a recursion. Function calling itself is called as a recursion. Yes or no? Right? So count के अंदर count call कर रहा है, right? So recursion. So now look at here, static variable memory allocated in the data segment. So in the data segment, memory allocated at the compile time. So variable D, that is initialized with the 1. Okay. Now just give the numbering here. Okay, just for easy understanding. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, ये if के अंदर okay ये statement है. Okay, if and okay this is the number 6. Number 6 is the printf. Okay, so I am giving the numbers here. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4. If के अंदर only one statement is there inside the if condition, and this printf is outside the if. Okay, so that is a 6th statement. So now look at here. So every time when you call, you have to execute what? Okay, how many statements? 6 statements. In the count, okay, you are calling from the main, you are calling the count. In the count you are passing which value? 3. So 3 will be received into what? N. So 3 is okay, whatever the 3 you are passing, that is received into N. Okay, whatever the 3 you are passing, that is received into N, right? Now tell me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 statements. Now tell me what is the first statement? Static. Okay, static, by looking at the static it will simply skip. Now second, printf %ld n. Now tell me what is the n value? 3 will be printed. Next, printf %ld d. What is the d value? 1 will be printed. Next, d plus plus. So d value becomes 2 here. And if n greater than 1, listen carefully, n greater than 1, true or false? True. Look at here, second statement done, third statement done, fourth statement done. Now n greater than 1, true or false? True. Okay, true means it is recursively calling count of n minus 1. What is the n value in this activation record? 3. You are passing n minus 1. So it means n value you receive as a 2. And again you have to execute how many statements? Same. 6 statements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what the first statement? Static. It will skip. Now second statement printf %ld n. What is the n value here? 2. So 2 will be printed. And next afterwards printf %ld d. Now tell me what's the d value? 2. 2 will be printed. Third statement done. Next fourth statement d plus plus. So the d value becomes 3. And next if okay n greater than 1. Now tell me n greater than 1. N value is what? 2. So 2, okay, look at here. So 2 greater than 1 true. If it is true, it is recursively calling count of n minus 1. Now what is the n value you are receiving here? 1. Okay, and next again you have to execute 1 2 3 4 5 6 statements. Now first statement static, it will simply skip. Now second statement printf %len, what is the n value? 1 will be printed. Now printf %ld, what is the d value? 3 will be printed. Now third statement also done. Next fourth statement d plus plus, d value becomes 4. And next if n greater than 1, okay, count of n minus 1 call karoge. Okay, listen carefully. Now if n greater than 1, true or false, n greater than 1 is false, n value is 1. So if it is false, you are not calling the count function. Now what is the sixth statement pending here? Sixth statement pending, printf %ld d, what is the d value? 4 will be printed. Now look at here, all the 6 statements completed. So all this completed, go back to previous okay, calling function or previous activation record. Next once you come back, what is the statement pending here? Sixth statement pending. What is the sixth statement? Printf %ld, what is the d value? 4 will be printed. Now this is done. Now this is all the 6 statements completed, that is deleted from the stack. Go back to previous calling function. Now what is the previous activation record? Okay, right? So what is the 6 statement pending here? Okay, printf %ld, what is the d value? 4 will be printed. So now this is done. Now all the statements completed, so this is also deleted from the stack. So this is the output you are going to get. Is this clear for everyone? Yeah, very good. So many students given right answer and many students given wrong answer also. Right. If anybody want to take okay, just photo or anything, you can take because this easy, right? And many people are okay giving wrong answer because they forgot to execute the sixth statement. Okay, remember you should know the actual concept of the recursion. Recursion should be executed with the help of stack. So then you will not make any mistake. Sir, D is a static. So why we are not waiting for the latest value? Because you are printing it here, right? After printing only you are going for the next value. The printing is done. You have to execute the statements in the sequential manner. So why you will wait? Okay, without executing third statement, how you will execute fourth statement? Rushikesh. What if the return, that value will be returned? Okay, in case if there is a return value is there, that will be returned to the main function. What is there in that? Okay, fine. Is this clear for everyone? Right? So verify your mistake. Where was your mistake? Just verify. Okay, so let's move on to the okay next question. Right. Next question. Okay, if you observe, so go to your workbook. It is there in the workbook only. It is from the workbook. I think all of you carrying the workbook. All of you carrying the workbook. All of you carrying the workbook. Workbook है सबके पास. Go to workbook and go to the chapter programming. I will give the page number. You can directly solve from the workbook. Carry the workbook. I think all of you received workbook. This is the workbook. GATE 2023. GATE 2023. I think is visible. I think now it's visible. GATE 2023 workbook. Go to this workbook. Chapter programming. Okay, chapter programming, page number 132. Okay, go to page number 132. Okay, question number 41. Okay, this is one of the good question based on okay, bitwise operators is there and the static variable is there. Bitwise operator is there and the static variable is there. Okay, you can directly open this from the workbook, page number 132, question number 41. Yeah, in case you have not received workbook, then copy this question. Then just follow up with the team. You must receive the workbook. Workbook is compulsory. Just talk to the technical people or concerned people. Okay, I think you will receive workbook in a couple of days. Maybe they are in the courier or whatever. If you don't have workbook, then copy the question. If you have the workbook, then you can directly solve from the workbook. Slowly solve the problem, don't take tension. What to take initial value of I? Abhay Upadhyay, what is passed in the loop? In the total function, what is the value you are passing? I value as a 5. So you take V value as a 5. Whatever you are passing from this function total, that is received in the V. Abhay Upadhyay. Almost done, last 1-2 minutes. Praveen Kumar, okay, by looking at the static, what I said, it will simply skip. I told very clearly. Right. So, I am not, okay, I am not shouting in between because you are seriously solving the problem. So you get disturbed. So that is the reason I am not shouting in between. Okay. So let me reveal the answer. So many people gave the right answer and also wrong answer. Both, I think ratio is almost 60% wrong answer and 40% right answer. So right answer is, so I am revealing the answer, 23 is the right answer. Okay, you need to type the answer as a 23. Okay, so please understand what is the meaning of okay, this statement here. See, remember, okay, with the declaration, whatever is there, this is called as a initialization, and this is also called as initialization, right? Okay, so 23 is the right answer. So I reveal the answer. Okay, so please check how you are solving. please check carefully how you are solving the problem and how I am solving the problem. Just listen carefully and rectify where is the mistake you have done. Rectify where is the mistake you have done. Okay, listen carefully. Now void main static integer x equal to 0. Okay, static means it will simply skip, right? Because memory allocated for the static variable at the compile time. Now integer I, for I equal to 5, I greater than 0. Now tell me, I greater than 0, what is the I value? I value is a 5, 5 greater than 0, true or false? True. If it is true, you go inside the for loop and x equal to x plus total of I. In the total, what you are passing? 5. So when you are calling the total function will, okay, call, and what you are passing in the total function? I value is a 5, and that 5 will be received in what? V here. Okay, 5 will be received in the V. Okay, now look at this, I write here 5. So 5 will be received in the V. Okay, that is 5. And next, again you are having static integer counter, so count value 0. While V, now tell me in the first iteration what is happening? While V value is a 5, okay, you are passing 5. Now count equal to, what is the meaning of this? Count equal to count plus V and 1. This is indirectly count equal to count plus V and 1. So V and 1 means that is okay, V से क्या करना है? Okay, binary and करना है. Okay, bitwise and operation करना है. So remember bitwise operations. Bitwise operator is having high precedence compared to binary operation. Bitwise operation is having high precedence compared to binary operation. Okay, right. Now understand here. So first you apply V and 1. So V value is what? Okay, 5. So 5 means what? 101. So 5 means 101 in the binary format. You apply 1 se AND karo. So 1 se AND kare to what is the value here? 1. So this 1 will be added to what? Count. So count value increment, okay, with the 1. And next, V equal to V right shift by 1. V equal to V right shift by 1. Assignment is there. When you say V equal to V right shift by 1, this right side 1 will be what? Removed. V equal to V right shift by 1. So right side 1 will be what? Removed. And what is remaining there? 1 0. So 1 0 means what? Next time you are passing V. V value will change to what? 1 0. 1 0 means what? 2 here. 1 0 means 2. So 2 means true or false? True, because same thing, all non-zero is true and 0 is false. So now that is 2. 2 means that is true. True means you say again 1. Okay, count equal to count plus V and 1. So now this value is 2 here. 1 0. 1 0 को 1 से AND करो तो क्या होगा? 0. 1 से AND करेंगे तो क्या होगा? 0. So 0 will be added to count. So count value will remain same. 0 add करेंगे तो count value remain same. And next, V equal to V right shift by 1. If you say right shift by 1, this will be removed. What is the value then? 1. So next again you say while 1. While में 1 pass कर रहा है. तो 1 pass करे तो 1 is a true or false? 1 is a true or false? True. True means again you go inside. Count equal to count plus V and 1. अब बताओ V value is 1 now. So that will replace with the 1 again. Sorry, and से 1 से AND करोगे. Sorry, 1 से AND वर्क करोगे तो क्या होगा? 1. So now this 1 will be added to count. So now the count value will change to what? 2 here. And again you say V right shift by 1. When you say V equal to V right shift by 1, only 1 is there. So इसको right shift करे तो ये 1 will be removed. So 0 will be there. Only 0 will be there. Now again in the while loop, you are passing as what? 0. So 0 means that is treated as a false. You come out of the while loop and return count. Okay, return count. Now tell me what is the count value? Okay, 2. Remember this total function returned how much? 2. The 2 will be assigned to what? X. 2 will be added. 2 will be added. Sorry. 2 will be added to what? X. X equal to X plus total of I. What is this returning? 2. So 2 will be added to X. X value is what? 0. 0 plus 2 is what? 2. So that is how it happened in the first iteration. Now remember, just observe the meaning. Observe the meaning. What you have passed? We have passed which value? 5. 5 pass करे तो क्या रिटर्न किया तुमको? 2 रिटर्न किया. Actually you passed 5, binary value 5, and what is this total value? Okay, total was returned. Okay, it is returning 2. It means what it is doing? Okay, 5 matlab in the 5 how many ones are there? In the 5, how many ones are there? 2 ones are there. So count is incremented how many times? 2 times. So that is the reason the count value is 2, and that is returned in the by the total function. Is this clear? So it means whatever the value you are passing, it is checking how many ones are there in the binary format. In the binary format, how many ones are there? So that many times the count value is incrementing. Is that clear? So because we are passing 5, 5 means what? 101. In the 101, how many ones are there? 2 times 1 is there. So that is the reason the count incremented how many times? 2 times. Now you observe next time what is going to happen. See here, next time what happens? I minus minus. Look at here. So initially I value was a 5. I minus minus. I value becomes 4. Now you check the condition. I greater than 0. I value is a 4. 4 greater than 0. True or false? True. 4 greater than 0. True or false? True. True means you go inside. And again you call x equal to x plus total of I. What is the I value you are passing here? 4. Next that is received into V. P में क्या receive होगा next? 4. Now you are passing 4 here. Static. Static देखते हैं क्या करेगा? Skip. In the while function you are passing 4 here. So 4 means what? 100. 100. In the 100, how many ones are there? 100, how many ones are there? Only 1. So it means count will increment how many times? Only 1 time. See how it is happening. Now 100, count equal to count plus V and 1. Now look at here in the next iteration. You receive a V value as a 100. 4, right? V value is a 4, 100. 4 means what? True. True means you inside. You go inside. Count equal to count plus V and 1. इसको 1 से AND करेंगे तो क्या होगा? 0. So 0 will be added to count. So count value same. Next V equal to V right shift by 1. So this will be removed. Next time this value becomes 10. 10 मतलब 2 होगा. While में अपन 2 पास किया. While 2 means what? True. True means you go inside. Count equal to count plus V and 1. When you perform 1 AND operation with the 1. So that is 0. So 0 will be added to count. So no change in the count. Next V equal to right shift by 1. Now when you say right shift, this will be removed. That is 1. Next you are passing 1 here. While में 1 pass किया. True or false? True. So true means you go inside. Count equal count plus V and 1. Now when you say 1 से AND करेंगे, so what is the value here? 1. So now the count value increment by 1. So that becomes 3. Yes or no? Right? That becomes 3. Look at your count is increment how many times? Only 1 time. Why? Because in the 100, how many ones are there? Only 1. Only 1 is there. So next again you say V right shift by 1. When you say right shift by 1, so that will be removed. So it remains 0. And next in the while loop, you pass 0. 0 means what? False. False means you come out. Return count. Now tell me count is having how much value? 3. Now count is having 3. So that 3 will be added to x. What is the x value you are having? 2. So that is 2 plus 3. How much is that? 5. This count is returning 3 here. That 3 will be added to x. X value is already having how much here? 2. 2 plus 3. How much is that? 5. Next, now just listen here. Now it is easy. Next time I value becomes 3. I am writing directly. You can easily understand. Next time I value becomes 3. Now tell me 3 greater than 0. True or false? True. True. When you are passing 3 here. When you are passing 3 here. Then you receive the 3 there. When you receive the 3. In the 3 how many binary ones are there? In the 3. 3 means what? How you represent? Double 1. Binary format में 3 is represented as double 1. Double 1 means how many times count will increment? 2 times. I am directly incrementing 5. 5 will be added to what? X. Now the look at it, that becomes 5 plus 5. Already it was 5. Count this is returning 5. 5 plus 5 is how much? 10. Next I value will decrement to 2. Now 2 greater than 0. 2 greater than 0. True or false? True. Next time you are passing I value as a 2 here. When you pass the 2 here, in the 2 means 1 0. 2 means 1 0. In the 1 0 how many ones are there? Only 1. How many times count will increment? Only 1 time. 6. That 6 will be assigned to what? X. Sorry, 6 will be added to what? X. So x value already 10 है. 10 plus 6. 10 plus 6 कितना होगा? 16. Next again I minus minus. I value becomes 1. Now 1 greater than 0. True or false? True. True है. So again you are passing 1. Okay, right? Again you are passing again total value, total call kar rahe by passing 1. So when you receive 1 here, in the 1 how many binary ones are there? Only one is there. 1 means only 1, right? So how many times count will increment? Only 1 time, 7. Now that 7 will be added to what? X. Now tell me what is the X value here? 16. 16 plus 7. 16 plus 7, how much? 23. Is that here? Next what happens? I value will decrement. I value becomes 0. Now tell me 0 greater than 0. True or false? False. When this condition is false, okay, you come out of the for loop and print a percentage dx. Now tell me what is the X value? 23. So 23 will be printed on the screen. This is how you need to solve. Okay, so first iteration and second iteration, you need to observe the behavior of the function. Only first iteration, second iteration, you observe what is this function is doing actually. In the second, third, fourth, you can directly simply add. Dekho, only 2 iterations I solved and remaining will be what? You once you know the behavior of the function, you can simply add, directly add karo, see the 23 is answer. Done. Is this clear for everyone? Okay. So if you want, you can just take the photo of this. If you want to copy this, just speed up. Okay, so next, so that is about okay, understand here, that is about the static storage class. Okay, static storage class with all varieties of the questions. Is that here? So low level to high level, we solved all varieties of the questions. All are the gate questions only, right? Okay, right. So hope you have understood what is the behavior of the static, right? Yes sir, Shubham Sahu, yes sir. Okay, so fine. Okay, so I think so now that is clear for everyone. So I am just removing. Okay, remove करने के बाद फिर से वापस नहीं आएगा. Remove करने के बाद वापस नहीं आएगा. Okay, किसी को फोटो लेना है तो ले सकते हो. There is no undo option in the software. In this there is no undo option. So gone. गया तो गया. Right. Next, okay, copy करो. Keep the heading extend. Next, I will move on to the next storage class extend. So आप copy करो, speed up. Keep the heading extend. No memory will be allocated to the extend variable. They make use of memory of a outside variable. Copy करो, copy fast. This is example 1, example 2, example 3. Just copy this. Firoz, in the first iteration, how x value is 0, right? How does x is incremented by 2? Because what is the return value of the total? Firoz, okay, total में अपन क्या रिटर्न किया? काउंट को रिटर्न किया था. काउंट वैल्यू कितना रिटर्न किया वहाँ पे? 2 रिटर्न किया. तो 2 is returned. So x plus return value of the total. X value was 0, 0. Return value of the total was 2. So 0 plus 2 is 2. So x value becomes 2. समझ में आया बेटा फिरोज? फर्स्ट टाइम अपन क्या पास किया, टोटल में 5 पास किया, 5 में कितना वंस था, 101, 2 वंस था, तो तुम्हारा टोटल फंक्शन कितना रिटर्न किया, टोटल इज रिटर्न 2, सो दैट इज द रीजन इट इज इंक्रीमेंटेड बाय 2, सो 0 + 2 is 2. Yes, Aniket, yes. Just copy all the examples. Just message me once you copy. Right. So next copy the next examples. Copy all this. We will discuss one by one. So this is the 4th one. This is the 5th one. This is the 6th one. And this is the 7th one. Okay. So copy कर लो. Copy करने के बाद break ले लो. Is that clear? So now the time is how much? 8. ओके 8 हो रहा है. सो आपको कॉपी करने में टाइम लगेगा तो मेरा कुछ ज़्यादा टाइम मिलेगा. सो विल हैव अ ब्रेक फॉर सो 8:05. लेट्स से यू टेक 2-3 minutes टू कॉपी. 8:05 to 8:25 PM. So let's have a break. After the break I will discuss external storage class. Right? Right. So let's take the break, okay, for 20 minutes. After that we'll continue with the external storage class, and next we'll enter into the next topic also. Okay, right. See you after the break.